some sort of trumpet sort of intro for this?
We should, because this is actually, this week is going to be hopefully a pretty good week for our 2 podcasts, because these are 2 series that we've been doing almost since the beginning, since we've started AboutBeverages.com, which has only been 2.5, almost 3 years now. 2 series that we have done before. We've always enjoyed 2 breweries that we like quite a bit, and these are probably the 2 beers that I get most excited about throughout the year. What are they going to do? What are they going to taste like? And we've got the first one today for this Give It a Shot, and then we'll have another one on Thursday.
Okay.
All right.
We're not doing them together.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Good.
That's too much.
2-parter.
It's a 2-parter. You'll have to wait till Thursday.
It's a standalone.
That's right. And the standalone today is also from Stone Brewing Company. And that's where we're going on this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com, and today we are featuring the 11-11-11 release of Stone's Vertical Epic.
Yes.
In Stone's Vertical Epic series. And I have mixed emotions. I'm excited. I'm not crazy about the description.
So you're not Steven Tyler today. You don't have sweet emotions.
I don't have sweet emotions.
Okay.
And I'm excited because of the series itself and because of the brewery, and so I'm going to try to trust in them.
Do you trust in that brewery for the most part? Oh, wow, wait. More hesitation. What's going on?
I just... the overriding cinnamon and chilies in my beer just does not appeal to me.
But amber ale with cinnamon and chilies.
And that's what the description is.
Yeah.
And I've read that, and I kept hoping it wasn't true. But you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna have to put my faith in them and hope that they worked some magic with those, because like I said, those are things I don't usually necessarily like to think about being in my beer.
Do you like green chilies?
But let's see. Oh yeah, I like green chilies.
And now they actually specifically use hatch chilies, which I'm quite familiar with.
From New Mexico.
That's
yes.
right. So that's very cool.
Yep.
You can always go back into the archives and check out the 2 previous ones that we got a chance to do. Unfortunately, we weren't able to start with this when the series started, which was in 2 of 2.
Yes.
We only started with the 999, which I know that's only 2 beers now, but that's still my favorite. That dark porter smoky, that one was really good. That was the 999. And
you guys were actually there last year when the 10-10-10 was released.
We were. I picked up like 2 cases of it there when I was there. I still have some of those left. I'm keeping all of those, so you'll actually get, at least for the last 4 beers, we'll do an epic tasting of those in 12 of 12.
Well, we're going to have to bring maybe in another person or 2 in for that one.
Yeah, that's true. We may have to
appreciate
do
all
that.
So.
Well, very exciting. So what's the ABV on this?
9.4%. We saw this, or we picked this up for $6.99 for the 22-ounce bomber.
And where'd I get it?
Did you go Sunflower?
I did.
Okay, yes. That's where I saw it, too, was at Sunflower. But
Sunflower is one of my new kind of favorite beer places.
Honestly, I've always thought, like a year or so ago, I was like, no, they're okay. They've got a few things. But, the last few months when I've stopped in there, quite impressed, actually, for the little, everything they have is cold. It's all refrigerated, and I'm quite impressed, actually, with some of the things. And they rotate a lot of them in and out, too. It's not super static.
Good seasonal selections of things.
Some seasonal selections. A light brown?
Yeah, I would say so.
Caramel brown, almost.
Yeah, kind of, caramel brown, I would call that. Perhaps cinnamon? Could you call this cinnamon in color?
You probably could.
It's probably a little bit darker than that. But it's in that ballpark if you wanted to be humorous that way.
All right. What's happening in the nose?
Nice little spice blend.
I get a little bit of the chili, a little spice action there.
I'm getting mostly like the cinnamon nutmeg kind of thing, like some sort of,
Yeah, there's an underlying. I get that underlying.
Are you?
I don't know if I would know it I don't know if I'd pick it out if I hadn't read it.
Okay.
But yeah, there is the bottom line of that, a base of that.
And I'm going to guess, even before tasting this, that more than likely that you'll probably get more and more chili flavor the more it warms up.
Yeah, I would say that's probably accurate.
Yeah, I don't know if for some reason I'm not really getting much chili in there at all. Like I said, for me, it's dominant are those spices. So it smells really good though. I like it, but I like those kind of seasonal things.
Okay, are we ready?
I think we're ready. So are we ready to try the 11-11-11?
Let's do it.
Now I get the chili. Wow. It's almost like there's like a wall about 2/3 of the way down my tongue. I'm getting the first 2/3 are all those spices and sweetness and things I like at the beginning, and then at the end it's goes over into roasted chili and some heat and some other things.
There's some warmth in there.
Yeah.
The heat doesn't stick with you though, really. I mean, it's a little warm back there, but it's not like, the back of my tongue. No, it's not really in the back of my tongue. It's farther down, actually.
Yeah.
But there's some warmth there.
You kind of get the roasted little bit, for me, for some reason, there's like some sort of that green chili, like vegetable, and like, I don't know why I'm kind of associating some roasted, like that little bit at the back, and then I get some nice heat kind of going. You get the beginning of those spices at the back of your tongue.
I know we're going to do separate podcasts, but we're going to have to do that side. I'm going to have a second glass for the fade to black to try it. You had the fade to black.
Yeah, at the back end of that podcast, we can do those
throw
side
a
by
little
side.
something out there, but. I'm glad I ultimately decided to trust Stone on this, but it's
see, now this is when I wish we were having some video, because your animation right there was pretty funny.
Well,
there was almost a little Kip Wilson in there.
That's actually, honestly, that's a sort of a seasonal beer actually for this type of season. Well, I know that's or maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know, but I
think they lucked into that.
I'd like a little once again, I'd like a little more body to go with that, but ultimately that's a pretty nice blend. Not a year-round drink for me, but very, very nice right now. The gray sky outside, cool breeze coming in through the window. It's, toward the end of November, and it's got some nice characteristics. I could be sitting down watching a football game, enjoying this for 5 minutes. No, wait.
Yeah,
for longer than that.
It is a bomber, so I hope it's more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. I agree 100% on everything you just said. I think the blend is nice. The spices, the cinnamon that's in there, I'm getting notes of other things. It could just be from the malts, not necessarily that they put other things in there, but all of that blend together is very seasonal to me. I actually think the body on there is pretty nice.
Yeah, actually, it's not too bad.
Because I don't want it like overly heavy, so I like that. I like the little bit of that green chili at the end. I got that right away, and I like the feeling of that little bit of heat and that spice, and definitely I can tell as it's warmed up a little bit, I get a little bit more of that, which I'm fine with. I like that. I think that would go great with a lot of the other, stews and things like that I'm having this time of year, those heartier things. I think it's quite an accomplishment that not something I'd want, like we said, year round, but I think it's very good. That's very good, and at least interesting to try. Because that's the thing I think that they do very well, is that sometimes even when you see those, like just to read that side of the bottle, that would be and you'd put it back down. But they know how to make, and several breweries do this, not just Stone. There's other breweries that I trust that I'm going to try this. It sounds unique. I know they're not going to do it the wrong way. And easily this could be I don't know how you figure out how much chili obviously they do test batches and things like that, like everyone does, but still that, just the thought process, and then you're like, all right, here we go. And you're just picturing them dumping in that giant vat of green chilies and that blows my mind.
Green chilies. Green chilies are from Hatch, but these are Anaheim chilies.
Oh, okay, that's true.
From Hatch, from the Hatch Valley, it said. And I know, Trader Joe's sells a can of Hatch chilies, and they're green chilies that are diced up, but I don't know if they're necessarily. They could be green.
It doesn't. I'm making an assumption.
But, you're right. I'm glad I put my faith in Stone to take these things and do it the right way, because, this in the hands of other people,
of
other breweries, it could be a scary thing. So,
see, if I saw Port Brewing had done this. Oh, right there. And unfortunately, because we'll be trying one of those in the coming weeks. I have another something from Port Brewing.
But there's no cinnamon and chilies involved with that.
No, there's none of that.
We're all right.
No, that still might not be all right, but we're going to try it anyway.
Oh, they'll do it fine.
That's right. And
Eric said he had a IPA at Hops, Noble Hops.
Okay.
A Port Brewing.
Just like their regular IPA?
Mongo or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, one of their special IPAs, and it was pretty good. So
Telegram for Mongo. Yes. Blazing Saddles? Anyone?
Here on
the Blazing Saddle.
Mongo just pawn in Game of Life.
That's classic.
Yeah, we're also willing to discuss, little bits of pop culture as well. So
we do have that.
We do.
I hope people go out and try one of these.
Yeah,
it's sometimes they can be hard to find. It's just worth it to even just grab a bottle just to try it, even if you don't think you're gonna like green chilies and cinnamon and all those types of things.
Not necessarily green.
Damn it! They have to be green. There's no way they're using a red chili.
Depends. I don't know. Green chilies are very mild when you eat them, though. I get some notes in there of green chilies, when they put green chilies on a quesadilla or something.
Right.
I get those.
That's
that kind of
what's
note,
coming through, though. I just don't think it tastes.
But I don't know if that brings you heat.
They bring heat. Green chili. It's all in the seeds.
It's in the seeds.
It's all in the seeds.
Right. They would have to have used seeds.
They could have.
They may have used seeds from a green chili.
We're both making assumptions.
That's true. We don't know what color these damn chilies are.
One thing not to assume is that you shouldn't go to our website. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone head on over to the website at aboutbeverages.com. Check out our tasting notes for this latest epic beer from Stone Brewing Company, along with where it hits on our recommendation scale. And while you're there, definitely be following us on Twitter, become a fan of us on Facebook, check out the drink database. All of those great things are available to you wherever you are. If you're at your computer, if you're on the go, look us up on your phone.
On your phone, if you have one of those. I don't have one yet. I'll get one soon.
I finally got one, and it actually is very nice. I actually was at one of our local beverage stores the other day, and I was like, I think we've had this one, and it was nice. I went to our website, and I actually looked it up. It was very cool.
Even we need to go back and refresh ourselves.
we do, because there is a lot of stuff in our database. It's actually quite, at least for us,
you should be checking it out.
You should be. But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a spicy shot.